Days of Our Lives spoilers. Next 2 weeks, Jada needs a deliverance. Chad finds bleeding EJ. Kristen's Bobby questions. Baddie's return stunner. Writing and product changes. Greetings to all Days of Our Lives fans. Don't forget to subscribe for the latest updates. Days of Our Lives spoilers for the coming 2 weeks, March 31st to April 11th, reveal that drunk Jada Hunter will need a deliverance, while Chad DiMera finds a bleeding EJ DiMera. Kristen DiMera will also face some Bobby questions. So then's what Days of Our Lives suckers can anticipate. During the week of March 31st to April 4th, Jada will push Bell Black to use her woman-like gimmicks on EJ and try to pry a concession out of him. That plan won't work, so Bell may vent to Baddie Black in the fate. Of course, Baddie and Bell will also bandy the rearmost developments in the hunt for John Black. Once Bell and Baddie hear about Orpheus controlling Marlena Evans, they're sure to be scarified. Marlena will make it out of her Orpheus battle alive, but she'll grow decreasingly upset about John's fate after this Orpheus hassle. Steve Johnson will have enterprises of his own as the John hunt takes a disturbing turn. Andrew Donovan will land in a tight spot in the midst of all this, but Paul Narita will come to his deliverance. Speaking of deliverances, Jada will need one after she comes clean to Rafe Hernandez and consoles herself with alcohol at small bar. It sounds like Rafe won't have a veritably humane response when it comes to Jada's concession about sleeping with Sean Brady. After JJ Devereaux quizzes Sean about his passions for Jada, Sean will be the bone who finds her throwing back booze to ease her pain. Jada and Sean will strengthen their bond as he supports her through a delicate time. Coming on Days, Rafe will entrust in Gabby Hernandez as he smothers over EJ's Pretender Exchange plot and all the drama it led to. Chanel DiMera will also launch a heated battle with EJ, but she'll be more concerned about Johnny's frame of mind latterly. It'll be easy to see that Johnny's wrathfulness is eating him alive. At the DiMera manse, someone will pump a pellet in EJ and leave him bleeding on the bottom, so that's where a panicked Chad will find him. EJ will get treatment at the sanitarium, but Chad will sweat the worst and lean on Cat Green for support. Kayla Johnson will ultimately give Chad updates on EJ's condition, but he may not be out of the forest land at that point. Chanel may end up stewing that Johnny pulled the detector on his own father, but JJ will suspect Kristen might have had a hand in what happened to EJ. Days spoilers say Kristen will have to deal with some Bobby questions, but she'll deny any guilt and remind JJ that EJ had further adversaries than he could count. Kate Roberts Brady, Roman Brady, and Ava Vitale will also be shown in some shady circumstances, so they'll be on the suspect list as well. Ava will look particularly shamefaced when she disposes of a gun in a trash can, but there's a good chance she'll be a red herring. As for Leo Stark and Javi Hernandez, they'll pound over whether Rafe or Gabby might have been the one to target EJ. During the week of April 7th to 11th, Chad will hope for good news regarding EJ's recovery, but it's possible his family will be in a coma for a while. With EJ out of commission for a bit, Days will have further time to play his whodunit plot. As for Rafe, he may cool off following Jada's association concession and want to fix effects between them. Unfortunately, Jada's growing passions for Sean could come another problem. Across city, Holly Jonas will resolve to help Doug Williams III make amends with Julie Williams. Could Doug get Julie's remission ultimately, with a little backing from Holly? Anyhow, Holly is single now that she's split from Tate Black, and she should make some prognostications to Doug about that relationship being over permanently. Whether Holly and Tate are truly over for good or not, this bifurcation could pave the way for Doug and Holly's passion to erupt. Days of Our Lives spoilers say the coming 2 weeks will bring some serious excitement, so stay tuned. Days of Our Lives appearances and goings. Baddie's return stunner, writing and product changes. Days of Our Lives spoilers reveal that we've got some appearances and goings news to partake, so let's launch with some behind the scenes jotting and product changes. First, we should mention that Ryan Kwan, who preliminarily helped Days of Our Lives writing platoon as a story advisor, has left Days for a job as a breakdown pen at General Hospital. Kwan's first occasion vented on March 25th, so his work at GH is formally hitting the screen. In another major change, Janet Drucker lately made an advertisement about her withdrawal from Days, so she'll be stepping down as the show's co-executive patron following her final day on May 2nd. Noel Maxim has been promoted from elderly patron and will take Drucker's place in the co-executive patron part, so some shakeups are passing off screen. Of course, this seems like a good time to remind Ace suckers about the head pen change that's in the workshop, too. Ron Carlivati's material is winding down, so look for Paula Quickly and Jean-Marie Ford's occurrences to state starting April 24th, since they're the new heading-jotting platoon in place. In other appearances and goings news, George Del Hoyo just demurred off a return bow as the always devious and dangerous Orpheus. Marlena Evans will face off with Orpheus in the week ahead, and should get some scary updates regarding John Black. Colton Little and Christopher Sean will also continue their return bends, so Andrew and Paul will help Steve Johnson in his hunt for John answers, indeed if they aren't the bones he wants to hear. Steve and Marlena will both deal with further alarm bells over John now that Orpheus is part of the equation. That'll add to the pitfall of all this and bring some unsettling prognostications when it comes to John's ghastly outgrowth. Are you glad to see George Del Hoyo back as Orpheus? Are there any other major baddies that you suppose should make a return? Days of Our Lives spoilers say Orpheus could have some disturbing tricks up his sleeve, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching these videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.